It's not God that won't let me be great. There are enemies. Anyway, how are you?
I'm good.
I'm so upset. You know what? I'm just getting my blanket to comfort myself. I'm upset. I'm tired. I'm tired of pissed off, man. You got your blanket?
I'm missing my cup of tea.
I've got sparkling water. I'm tired of myself. Look at me. I'm so like I can't be asked at this point. I'm like, who gives a heck? Who gives a heck?
Who gives a heck?
Who gives a Mems, how you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
I had notes and everything. I care less. I care less.
Yes, let me tell you about this wig that I just made. People be talking about banded wigs. I'm like, wait, I have an Afro wig. I'm pretty sure I can sew a band onto it and make this thing happen. So your girl sewed a band onto her Afro wig, tied it up at the back, and styled it. They can't tell me nothing.
Is that a wig? If you did not say that was a wig, I swear down, I didn't think that. In my head, I was thinking, man, your hair has grown.
Yeah, I was taking them hair pills.
I was like, I was just thinking your hair is looking luscious. I'm going to ask you, how did you do it? No way, you made it yourself.
I'm so proud of myself, you know.
I'm proud of you too, man. I'm proud of you too, man. Oh, babes, all my notes and everything. How are you coping in this period, Jerry? Oh,
I'm good. You know, I can't complain.
Yeah,
I'm just taking every day as it comes. You know, just enjoying each day and just chilling. I can't go out as much as I would like to. That's the only annoying part.
What would you have been doing like around this time of year right now if you could have gone out and
oh my gosh, I would probably just call my friends up and then we would go for drinks or something, you know.
Are you a go for drinks kind of girl then?
Yeah, I really enjoy going to I like the pub.
Like the She likes the
and I would just go and sit down and just have a chat, you know.
Is that you? Yeah, scream.
But I think what I prefer, which is something that my friends don't prefer, what I prefer is come to my house, eat some biscuits, and let's drink a bottle of wine. That's my thing. Come to the house, it's all cozy, we'll just chat, just be in the house. Like, I am a house hangout girl, but I find that a lot of my friends like to go out. So I'm like, all right, let's go out. And for me, I think like the pub just down the road is easy. So we can just go to the house. It's close to the house in case afterwards you want to come to the house.
No, I was with you up until when you said come to my house, wine. I was with you. I was vibing you, and then you said biscuits. I said kiniko. Biscuit. I thought you were gonna say rice and stew. Come and eat.
No. If you bring the rice, you can eat the rice. But I'm not about that cooking life. I hate to cook, so
you and me are on the same. Can we talk about that actually? Can we? I really want to talk about this because we've expressed this before about how we. I should probably introduce the video or the.
Hello, my name is Layefa. I sing, I write, I'm a natural hair enthusiast, and welcome to another episode of The Eavesdrop.
Thank you so much, Mems. I'm so all over the gap. Thank you very much for coming onto this podcast. We're still trying to ting. I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this right now because right now my spirit is upset. But this is called The Eavesdrop. Thank you for coming.
I like it, eavesdrop.
Yeah, it's the eavesdrop. It's called the eavesdrop, and people know that I sing, I write, and I'm all about that natural hair life. And you are, Mems. You're my friend. We've known each other. How long have we known each other?
Man, I don't know. I feel like it's 3 years.
Is it 3 years properly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that because me I don't know. Like, it could have been longer, but I could have been blocking.
Yeah, I think you blocked for a year.
I'm a very difficult person to get hold of. But once you get me and I like you back, then it's easy. It's easy. Like, we could just run with that. So you're my good friend, Mems. I feel like I should tell people what you do, what you're about. To me, you're a YouTuber or you're a content creator. And I've seen your journey, because it's like you started doing natural hair, and you've always been an educator of early years. And before seeing it on camera, I've heard you talk about, I'm like, man, I wish you was my teacher. Like, you're on fire. You're actually that good. So I'm like, oh no, like, let's just sit down. So I'm going to leave all your details and whatnot in the description box. But do you want to also say a bit more about yourself, so that people want to come find you and do things?
I don't even know what to say. Okay, let me see. Yes, like you said, I'm a teacher, early years Montessori, and what else do I do? I make videos for children now. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're feeling now, you know, especially since the pandemic happened and everything. So I'm doing more content for the children, and I've been feeling a lot these days to just create for the children, because sometimes when I remember watching videos that my son would be watching, I'm like, wait, so they said this is for how old, you know? So that's what I'm feeling a lot these days. But yeah, that's what I'm about, you know. That's what I'm about.
So let's talk about the kitchen and how we both love the kitchen so much. How we love that our second office.
Oh my goodness. Second office. Tell me about it. See, I always say, yeah, you know, the caterers, I am their number one customer.
As in, I remember early on having this sort of disagreement, almost argument with my husband about me cooking, or my dislike for cooking. And especially because I've had to learn on the job, you know, like, people make this assumption that you when you marry a woman, she's gonna be the full package.
Thank you. Wait, Lay, before you continue, can you say that thing? There was something you said once when we were talking about this. You were like, I said I don't like cooking, not that I don't know how to cook. Can we put it out there?
Let them hear it. Let them hear it, because there's a difference. There is a difference. There is a huge difference. There are people, and I feel like, yes, I can cook, but there are people who enjoy being in the kitchen. They enjoy it. Why take it away from them? Let the chefs do their thing now. I cook to survive. We have to eat.
Thank you. I cook to survive. That's why I cook. Because if I don't cook, we won't eat. So that's why, Ryan, I'm just teaching him, look, you have to learn to cook, because one day mom wants to relax and then you do all the cooking. You think that all this teaching Ryan to cook thing I'm doing is because I'm thinking about the child? I'm like, listen, learn. Because one day and thankfully he loves to cook, and I think he loves it because, like, he's those kind of people that I was like, Mom, I feel like if we had added a little bit of you know what. Me, I'm not like that. I'm like, okay, let's see. I know what salt tastes like. I know what this tastes like. I like garlic. I like the taste of garlic in food. They should all go, you know, mix. And then when people taste it, they'll be like, what did you use? I'm not one of those people that will be like, oh, I used 2 something spoons of this and 4 spoons. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, all right. And somehow it comes out well. I don't know how, but somehow it comes out tasting good. So I don't mind. As long as I'm not poisoning my family, we're good.
Yeah, I'm the same. I think people need to run away from, or maybe I should be specific about men, because like they see a woman that they like, and then they'll just be like, oh yeah, I'm like, you must automatically know how to do it. And I'm like, do you know how to do it? Because we both eat. If we both eat, because if we're all eating, No, anybody who, if you have to eat every day of the week, yeah, anybody, therefore you should know how to cook.
Exactly.
If you have to eat every day, you should know how to cook. If you're not an eating person, you don't eat to survive, then you should, don't worry, it's okay. It's just, it's not my favorite thing. But yes, very good point. I know how to cook, but I just don't enjoy it.
Exactly. I'm not one of those people that loves, and another thing is I like to host. I like people coming to my house.
Yeah, you're a really good host.
But I don't like to cook. So I would host, and I would be the host that would invite the caterers to come and, serve whatever, but I won't cook what the thing that you will eat. But I have biscuits. I can buy cake, can buy some donuts, we'll drink some wine, we'll have a good chat. But I will not be cooking.
Yeah. And I find that as well, when you have to host and cook, you don't enjoy your event.
Exactly. Well, I don't do it. So.
Yeah, no, because I've been to your place a couple of times, and you are a really good host. I always thought, like, I like the idea of hosting, I really do, but I realized that I'm not a very good. I don't know. I think one, because I haven't found the right balance. Like, if I can host and not do the cooking, but I've been in situations where I've had to host and cook, and it stresses me out.
Yeah.
Like, I just get really, I'm like, no, this isn't really for me. Like, one or the other. I can give you the place and bring the food, and we'll make it work.
Oh gosh, yeah. No, man, I'm not. My mom, she loves to host and cook. And she's one of those people that she can be in the kitchen and then she'll come out and be like, all right, I've brought the jollof. Then she'll put it down, serve the table. Then she'll sit at the table with you while the other thing is cooking. And she'll say, okay, now let me go and bring this. Then she'll do a dance and go to the kitchen and just be looking at her like she lives for those things.
Yeah, I'm tired. Just watching you. I'm tired.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so.
No, I went to the dentist yesterday
because,
well, now, do you wear your mask? Do you wear your mask all the time?
Well, not really, because at work, I spend like 80% of my life at work with the children, and we don't wear our masks with
okay, fair enough. Yeah. But like when you're shopping and like all the things that we're supposed to do, you wear your mask. Have you ever put on your mask and been like, this mask has bad breath?
You're like, that smell is you.
This mask has bad breath. So I was like, hey, and I was like, you know what? It's been something that's been building up. So I said, now I'm going to the dentist. This is out of order. And, because of the way the world is, they're only taking like emergency cases.
Oh my goodness. So you can't clean your teeth?
No. For what reason? So I was like, they were like, no, you can't just come and do checkup like that. I said, well, okay, my gums are bleeding. I'm having extreme pain. My breath stick. Like I over exaggerated. So they were like, okay, yeah. So have you been to the dentist or the GP lately in recent times?
No.
In this pandemic kind of thing.
No,
it's a madness. Like, what you have to do when you get there, that you like 1 meter apart or 2 meters apart. They're wearing their whole rigmarole, the whole plastic something, only one person in. So I get to the door and the door's locked. You can't go to reception. They're talking to me through the window. Do you have an appointment? Yes, I do. Okay, we're going to check your temperature with the gun thing. Yep. And then once they check my temperature, I step into their box thing. Then I have to take off my outerwear, put it into a plastic box that I cannot touch. They like open the lid of the box with their recyclable plastic gloves kind of thing, the disposable gloves, put all my stuff in there, and then get me to sign the form. All right. And there's nobody else. Usually you go to these clinics, there's like a row of people, there's nobody. Go inside, man's wearing, they're already wearing a madness anyway. He's wearing his old rigmarole. I was like, wow. Very wow. So I get my teeth checked out, and he's like, basically what it is just that I need a deep clean, because I haven't had, you know, you're supposed to every 6 months. So it's built up and it's causing the bleeding, it's causing the breath. And it's expensive, you know, unless you're on universal credit or something. If you see somebody with good teeth, know they've got money.
You know, I've been meaning to go to the dentist because of that same thing, you know. So I wore the mask as well. I'm like, is it just me? I literally pulled it down and I'm like, is this really me? This can't be me. Like,
it's you.
Put it back on. I'm talking. I'm like, all right, I have to stop talking to Ryan. I'm just going to shut up.
Your eyes are bleeding. Your own eyes.
I'm killing myself. And because I wear glasses, I already have the annoying mist going up in my glasses. So I'm wearing the mask all the way up to here so I can put my glasses over the mask. Then I'm breathing in. I'm like, oh my gosh.
The stress.
I was like, no, at least I have to focus on one problem. So either I'm focusing on the glasses problem. I can't have glasses and breath. We can't be doing that.
It's a mess.
I was like, I need to go to the dentist. But then I remembered how much I paid last year when I went. I was like, nah, let's wait.
How much did you pay last year? Do you remember?
It was just too much. I know it was just too much. No, I thought I would be paying, let's say, £20. When I got there and they shot me with the bill, I'm like, huh? Sorry, for my teeth. Why?
Yeah. And then it makes you realize how good we've got it with the NHS, because you just walk in. Your nose is, you've got a sniffly nose, you just go in. But when it's your teeth, you think twice.
I tell you, so true.
You think twice. You're like, how much? Because the thing is, you can't even say, I can't call up the dentist and be like, this is what I want. Every time they say we have to do a checkup first. The checkup alone is already £20+ pounds. And then they will come and tell you but that's not what I wanted. I just wanted this. Now they will come and lift the thing is that what I came for?
Telling you have to do the mandatory cleaning and everything. So they do that one, then they tell you, well, your tooth is growing in the wrong place. We have to extract it. Then the enamel is da. We have to do this. We have to do. I'm like, if I don't do it, will I die? No. All right. Bye.
I can't come and die. I cannot come and die. Look. So that was me at the dentist. Was it yesterday? You know, all the days kind of merge into the same thing. Like I could barely remember. You're not presenting, just relax. We're just chatting. This is not this at the moment, because I was pissed off from the beginning. So just relax. I look at my notes from time to time and say, is it still a good idea to make plans? Do you still make plans?
Oh my gosh, yes. In fact, I have this plan that I've made that I think I am mad. I can't say anything about it here, but I will tell you off camera. I think, right, I was thinking about this plan thing, and I think that the reason why it's easy for me to plan is because I feel like I have been that spontaneous person who, what we doing? Okay, I'm starting that business. Okay, it didn't work. Go. I'm doing this. Let's, so I've always been like, okay, where is it happening? Let's do this. Let's do that. But when I got married to my husband, he's the extreme. He's so organized, planned. He's planned till 2000 and this. Money is planned. Activities are planned. Everything is planned. I'm like, guys, how far are you now? Let there be some spontaneity. The food we eat is planned. I'm like, so I think we kind of like had to create some kind of balance. There were some things about his planning that I liked, and I found that it helped me to organize my life better. And so I started to plan as well. But I think the reason why it's easy for me to just be like, okay, this plan didn't work, let's move on, is because of that spontaneity, because I would say to myself, all right, I'm going to I get this idea. Okay, I'm going to do this for 3 months. Yeah. If it doesn't work at the end of 3 months, that's it. We're not doing it anymore. But I can be like, okay, fine, do 3 months. It didn't work. All right, bye. And I'll tell everybody, okay, we're doing this. And I won't tell them it's for 3 months, but in my mind, I know I'm doing it for 3 months. And then if it doesn't work, that's it. If it works, then I push a bit more. That's how I started doing like working out every Saturday. I'm like, okay, I'm going to work out with this thing every Saturday. And I'm going to set goals for this. Drink water, do that. Very minimal goals, not too much. 20 minutes on a Saturday, drink this much water, set that goal, set that target. One Saturday miss, next Saturday do, one Saturday miss, like that, until, you know, I can do it for 3. But I would set that target and say, okay, 3 months. I'm just doing it 3 months and see how it goes. And after 3 months, I'll reevaluate and then plan again. So that's just how it kind of works for me. And it helps me organize my life. If not, I feel like I would just be all over the place.
See, like I think I was saying to you before that I used to do that. Like I used to set time limits. Yeah. So by this time, but I don't know what it is. Well, I think I know what it is. I think with the recent loss has made me feel like, sometimes I'm like, what is the point in trying? Like, you know, and especially when I'm still in this phase of what is the point of life? So like that comes and goes, like it depends on the day of the week and if I'm on my period. But I always feel like, what if I've stopped too soon? Like I give myself a year to do something and I haven't achieved what, like, you know, you set goals like at the end of this year, this needs to happen. And if it doesn't happen, what if I stopped too soon? I'm always scared. Have you heard, I don't know, like, you know, I can't remember what the term is, but aren't you ever afraid that you like, oh shit, I've stopped too soon?
I don't think I have, because after I stop, I always have another thing I'm doing. So I stop to do something else, you know? But let me think. I don't know, you know? I feel like I have started too soon. I feel like I've had a plan, something that I wanted to do, and I started it too soon. It wasn't the right time, you know? But I don't know that I have stopped, because every time I make a plan and I say I'm going to do something for this long, by the time I get to that time, it's like a new idea or it's switched. So I'm still doing the same thing, but I'm pushing and doing it in a different way, you know?
That's very interesting about like starting too soon, because like sometimes I felt like I've jumped into something because I felt pressurized to start something by maybe peers or whatever, and I haven't really settled it in my brain properly. I haven't planned it out, and I've started like I definitely know that feeling. But like I always feel like with certain things that I've kept on doing, I've only kept doing it because I might have maybe changed my angle, but I'm still doing the same thing because I'm scared that if I stop, that thing is like, that's when the breakthrough is gonna come.
I think I felt that way with YouTube. I've wanted to give up so many times. I wanted to just stop, you know, and I'm still every day thinking, all right, this year is going to be the last year, I'm going to do this. But by the time, I think that's why that break I always have a break every year.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. I'm like, she just got back. She's having a break.
You know, that break helps me to think about, okay, why did you start to do this in the first place? What was the purpose? And I think it's always the purpose that makes me continue, you know? So, yeah, that's why I haven't given up. But see, as soon as some things click, I will leave this YouTube.
Yeah. But like, it's interesting because like, even when I started, I didn't start YouTube. You know, well, nowadays it's like, it's cool to be a YouTuber. But when I started, it wasn't a cool thing. It wasn't something that and it was just, I don't know if the term is a means to an end, like a form of exposure so I can get to something else.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it's like, it's in my mind now, it's still a form of exposure. Who is crying? Can you hear the children crying? Oh, I think, okay, my windows are open.
Your neighbor's child?
No, it's not it's people are just walking past my house.
Okay.
And they're just loud. Sorry. I'm totally distracted. Like, who's crying? Because I thought it was Odessa. No. Gosh, train of thought gone. What was I saying?
You were saying about how when you started YouTube, it was a means to an end.
Yeah. So I've always felt like it's a online portfolio almost. Like an online, because I don't, when you're like, oh, you want to do something in that field, but you're not really sure how to get into it. Okay, this is a great way to get exposure. Like a lot of people, a lot of creatives feel like, oh, they don't want to be YouTubers. They're just using it as a form of exposure. It's an online platform. So I have used it like that. And now, I don't know, we're trying. The thing is, I've been listening. What do you listen to podcasts?
I've started actually. One of my good friends, she's been talking about podcasts, and so I started listening to podcasts recently. The only one I've done is the one that y'all told me about, the Jesus and Jollof one.
Oh yeah.
Before that one, I'd never listened to any podcast, but recently I've been listening to some that she sends to me.
And are you like, what are you feeling about the structure and stuff?
I don't know. Most of the ones I listen to are like two people talking. I haven't listened to like just one. It's two people talking about different topics. So I enjoy the ones on education, talking about child care and stuff like that. And I like the spiritual ones, the ones talking about like God. And I think the one I've been just like, it's not preachy. Why I like podcasts is it's not like preachy or like a seminar. It's like a conversation. It's like two friends talking. You know how when two friends are talking and then you're like, yes, I was thinking that. That's the vibe I get with podcasts. And I think that's why I've grown to enjoy them. I didn't think I would enjoy them, but I actually do.
Yeah, and I think it's a great, like, because I do it with YouTube videos where I'm listening to somebody talk, but I'm multitasking. So it might as well be a podcast. And I should probably just say to my listeners now, because I'm hoping that I can get this podcast onto all streaming platforms as much as I can, doing it by myself independently. But you can watch this on YouTube if you want to, and it can be something that you can just listen to. So that's the idea. And I think as well, talking about it is helping me think it through. Talking about it on here is helping me think it through, because I'm still like not certain.
Yeah.
Like I'm still like not certain. I'm just like, oh, like, because having a conversation, it's a very private thing, like listening to two people talk. You're not presenting, you're not sitting with your egos. It's a very private thing.
It is.
So I'm like, oh, have I not shared enough of myself on the internet? Are you not tired of me?
Now you're going to hear about my private thoughts. Because, when you're having a conversation with someone, it's not scripted. It's not like when you're shooting a video and you know exactly what you're going to say because you practiced it. And then you that didn't even tell me what we're going to be talking about.
I was like, no, we've got to, because I don't want you to rehearse it. I don't want you to rehearse it.
So it's a very vulnerable place to be, this whole podcast thing. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Because you can't edit. That's, and I used to say to myself, I don't do live videos because nobody's trying to get in trouble here,
Yeah.
You just say something and then everybody cancel you with this cancel culture that we have, So, but the truth is, I feel like if we can get to a place where opinions are opinions, I don't know why people get so in their feelings when somebody's opinion is different from theirs. I mean, isn't that why we're all created differently? Isn't that why we've had different experiences? And personally, when I hear somebody else's experience and it's different from mine, it intrigues. I'm so intrigued. I'm like, ooh, okay, tell me about you. How was it for you? You know, I'm interested in their life and their journey and everything. But I find people just being like, oh, no, how can she say that? How can she think that? That's how she thinks, because that's what she's experienced. And until we can get to the place where everybody can just respect that, look, that's that person's opinion. It's fine. They don't agree with me. You're not even their friend. So I don't even understand why people get so in their feelings about somebody's opinion being different from theirs. Who made you God?
I think, you know, as well, I feel like I'm not really big on star signs, but I do know I'm a Gemini, right? And I change my mind a lot.
Gosh,
So imagine now I've said today, this is my opinion, and you've held me to it. And then literally next week, not even next year, next week, I feel differently about that thing that I said and I recorded and I posted. But somebody in the street will say, that thing that you said, I'm like, I agree with you. I've changed my mind. I'm always like, I don't like, look, I change my mind like the way the weather changes. And I'm allowed to change my mind.
Exactly.
That's why you don't see me on Twitter. Do you see me on Twitter?
No, I'm not on Twitter either, man.
Twitter is like war zone. I don't have the heart for it.
I tell you.
No, I don't have the heart for it.